Hi, everybody. All right, no idea how I'm going to be doing this, so I'm going to answer some questions on Twitter and some on this. And I'm also going to drink some wine and eat some food, and it's all going to go smashingly. Okay, so somebody sent here, I don't know, what's the questions? I don't know how to do this. Tap to show it on your screen. Hello, Hermosa. Hi. Right, okay, I'm going back to Twitter. It's much easier. All right. Claire's basically been through hell and back again and has grown so much in her knowledge as a healer and a person. How do you feel her path has made you grow as a person living through these challenges with her? Ooh, well, she has definitely changed my life and shown me a lot of strength. This is so weird. How to believe in myself, I think, is the biggest thing. Are you guys having fun? Because this is weird. Okay, that's tweeted. How do I see the bloody questions here? I need somebody to like give me such a tutorial on this. Okay, get rid of you. Brazil, how is your quarantine? Okay, that's from Julia. I'm going to show that. I think I've shown, how's my quarantine? It's going fine. It's fine. I'm totally fine. Not going crazy at all. All right. Going back. Ooh, Caitriona Balfe, favorite non-fiction book. Actually, one that I really, really like is Legacy of Ashes, which is a history of the CIA. Sometimes I'm a bit nerdy, and that's okay. And yeah, it's a good read. It's like loads of really interesting things about all the sort of weird things that the CIA have done over the last, I don't know, whatever, 60 years or whatever, whenever they got started, but it's very interesting. Okay, so getting rid of this one, let's go back to here. I think I've got this, guys. I think I've got it. What's my favorite thing about Ireland? It's got to be family. It's my fam's there, and my mum makes the best brown bread in the world. And when we were kids, she would, because she spoiled us, she would bring us up brown bread with marmalade on bread, and so we would have it as breakfast in bed, and it was just amazing. Okay, how do I relax after a long hard day at work? I don't. I learn my lines and go to bed. Pretty much all there is time for. Occasionally I'll eat, but usually I don't even bother because I've usually eaten on set at some point. All right, going here. I hope this isn't annoying for all of you guys. Come on. Okay, somebody just asked how many pets, and Eddie was just here. So, what age did I start acting? Well, I started doing like community theater, youth theater when I was about 8 years old, but then I didn't start professionally working until I was 30, 31 maybe. I got my first job. Total new life. Why are you and Jamie standing with your back to the camera in the intro to Off Season? I have no idea. I have no idea. Question for Matt and Meryl. They take care of all of those decisions. I don't even know if it's us. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. But it might be doubles. I don't remember filming it. It could have happened, but I don't know. Okay, which season of Outlander is my favorite one? It's probably season 1. It was, you can't just beat your first time. But season 3, actually, just because of how, like, the stuff in the beginning was so great, the reunion was so great, and then we got to spend so much time in South Africa, which was amazing. Sorry, I'm such a slow typer. Okay, here we go. Again, you can hear me. This is good. Why can't I get this to work? It's so embarrassing. Okay, somebody's been asking about the Scottish gin. I will say, with everything going on in the world right now, we've just put a little bit of a pause on it. I think there are more important things happening at this moment in time. So stay tuned. It'll be something really good to look forward to when we all get let out and we want to go and have some beverages with our friends. Okay. Okay, let's see. Latest. Do you have an all-time favorite episode or scene that you've filmed? I mean, there's a few scenes. I mean, the scene in Brockton. Okay, scene from season 1, ep 6 with Blackjack was pretty amazing. Just as an acting standpoint. But for the story, the end of season 1, that Jamie and Claire scene at the Stones, it's hard to beat. It's pretty special, I think. But then, you know, it's hard because every season has its really good moments, and it's hard not to. So it's also, I forget. I mean, if I actually thought about it for longer than a couple of seconds, I'd probably come up with something a lot better. But okay. Will I bring Jimmy to the future? Irish Jimmy asked how improvisational is my character. A lot, Jimmy. You know, I don't know who this, I don't know what you mean. Jemmy? I don't go back to, I don't know what happens in the books. I can't say anymore. Do I have any fave animation? Well, Upside Down, is that it? Up was amazing. Let's just say that. That was a good film. And it's animated, so we'll just go with that for now. Oh my God, this is crazy. Yes, I am drinking wine. My relationship with Brie, ? Marika, I'm not sure. That's a very open-ended question. I love the relationship with Claire and Brianna right now. You know, I think Sophie and I love working together, and I think everyone's so excited about the Jamie and Brie story that I think sometimes Claire and Brie get a bit gypped. But that's the way it happens in a story that has so much going on like ours. But I think it's really special. I mean, these two women have a bond that's so strong on so many levels. You know, they're mother and daughter. They're both time travelers. They're both moms. That it's just they're living in this totally different world from where they grew up, and yeah, I love it, and let's have more of it. Okay, seems a lot of people are binging or being introduced to a new series during all of this. What's your go-to show? Well, I don't know. I've been watching so much. I just started watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But there's a lot I want to see. Well, actually, this is like the time, you know, there's always so many shows that I don't get to see because we're at work. So now I get to catch up on everything. And I needed something a little lighthearted. It's weird. I'm not sure. I'm kind of getting into it. We've only watched 2 episodes. It's interesting humor, but we'll see. It's lighthearted, and that's what's good at the moment. Oh my God. Why won't this button work for me? I wish I could speak Portuguese. You're writing questions in Portuguese, but will season 6 be delayed because of COVID? I'm not sure. I think everything's being put on pause. Nobody really knows what's happening right now, do they? So everyone's just waiting to see what the guidelines are from the government and to see what transpires. I mean, if we have something as horrific as what's happening in Italy, I would imagine so, but we don't know. So we'll just all have to wait and see. All right. Hi, Harlan. You just wanted to be noticed. I've noticed you. If today's Caitriona could say something to Caitriona from the past, what would she say? Stop worrying so much. And probably stop drinking so much. That's what I would say to the Caitriona of 5 seconds ago. All right, hold on. This button's really annoying. It doesn't work. Do I believe in astrology? I used to be really into it, and I used to believe in it, but more and more nowadays, I'm just like, who knows? There seems to be no rhyme or reason to things, and terrible things happen to good people and all of that. But I do think that certain personality traits, I mean, why not? You know, it's actually based in somewhat of science, right? The way the planets were aligned, the way certain things were at the time of your birth could have an effect on the way your body feels comfortable or not comfortable. I don't know. It's too complicated. I don't really know. What was the funniest thing that happened to you on set while filming season 5? I don't know what happens. Oh, the goats. The goats, that was very funny. The goats peeing. Animals are always funny. They just do what they want, when they want. Oh my God. I don't know why this button doesn't want to work for me. During the quarantine, what is your daily routine to keep a normal life? I'm struggling with that, but the plan, you want to hear the plan? The plan is to get up, work out, and then try and I'm doing a lot of housework at the moment, a lot of house things, because I haven't been in this apartment in a very long time, and there's lots of stuff I wanted to get done and get finished and put up shelves and all those things. So that's what's getting done at the moment. But I definitely have plans to try and do more work and be creative and just do things that I never normally have time to do that I love, like drawing or playing music or learning to play music. So yeah, I think we should use this time wisely to invest in ourselves as much as we can. Okay, it's my birthday week. Can you say happy birthday to me? That is Carla. Hi Carla, happy birthday. I'm just gonna do that. Sorry, I'm being really slow on the old Twitter, but I type really slowly. I apologize. If I could sum up the entire show with only 5 emojis, what would it be? Well, it would just be love, 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 love. With a sword, then. I don't know. This is also trying to use, yeah. Okay, yeah, it would just be all love. I shouldn't try and do these things when I'm a complete Luddite. Do I like to cook? Yes, I love to cook, and I am now finally getting the chance to cook, and I've been cooking a lot in the last week, and I will be, I assume, for the next month or 2. And it's good. Cooking for yourself, it's very nurturing, and it's good. What movie always makes me laugh, and what movie always makes me cry? The movie that always makes me cry is Breakfast at Tiffany's. And what movie always makes me laugh? Oh, Elf. Always. funny. Somebody is like, I know you're all out there going, what is wrong with this person with her terrible typing skills? Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Okay. Everyone in my family's safe. Thank you. Somebody just asked that. What on earth does Jack Randall feel for Jamie? Good question. It's about power, I think. You know, it's about having that control over somebody. And I think when Jamie didn't relent to him and didn't show him the kind of fear that Blackjack usually instills in somebody, I think that really piqued his interest of like, why does this person not fear me, and why can't I break them the way I can break other people? And I think that that's what really made him very curious and very, yeah. And then it all just got perverted. So ask Diana. Okay. How are you? What's your favorite place you've traveled to? Many places, but Nepal is one of my absolute favorites. And Costa Rica was amazing. I mean, Italy, can you beat Italy? The world is a beautiful, beautiful place, and I miss traveling. And once we're all done with this, it's going to be really nice to go travel again. France, I don't know, everywhere. It's hard to pick one place, and I feel like the minute I say one thing, then I miss out on somewhere else. Argentina is amazing. I was there. And Brazil. I've been to Brazil. It was beautiful. What's the most disturbing episode you've ever filmed? I mean, I was around for a good bit of the stuff they filmed at the end of season 1 with Jamie and Blackjack. That was pretty bad. But I have to say the end of this season is pretty disturbing too. Okay. What are my go-to travel essentials clothes for a 3-day weekend? Well, it depends where you're going. Face wash, moisturizer, a toothbrush, and some good mascara and a lippy. And then jeans and a nice, I don't know, a nice dress if you go out for a meal. I don't know. Very, very vague. But like, you could be, I don't know, if you're going to Paris, you wear different clothes than you do if you're going to the beach. I don't know. Do you see Sam Heughan? I do sometimes see Sam Heughan. I work with Sam Heughan. And I see him at press stuff. I have not seen him in quite a while because he's gallivanting around the world, doing all the things that he does. He's very busy, but I'm sure I'm going to, well, actually, I don't know when I'm going to see him again. Happy birthday, Camille. And I nearly clocked everybody out. Okay, what music do you listen to, and who do you like? I love loads of different stuff. I'm listening to this really naughty Icelandic rapper at the moment. She's amazing, but it is not safe for work. It's got lots of bad language in it, but I love it. Countess Malaise is her name. But she's young and new, and everyone should check her out. No, I don't miss being a model. Somebody just asked me that. What directors would you like to work with or play for? I would love to work with Joanna Hogg. She just did a film called The Souvenir, which was amazing. So many. There's so many directors. I don't know. The list is endless. I've only worked with a few. I've only done a few movies. So I feel like them all. I just want to keep working. I want to be Betty White, basically. Okay. This is not going as smoothly as I hoped. What was my favorite episode in this season? I actually really liked the Beardsleys. I think it was fun and it was different. I have to watch a lot of the other ones to see. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's what I'm going to go with for now. What else we got? If you could have directed an ep from Outlander that already exists from any season, which would it be? Ooh, that's a really good one. Well, I think it would have to have been the one Hellwater. Is that what it's called? Where Jamie was with where little Willie was conceived. Mainly because I wasn't in it. Not mainly, but partially because I wasn't in it, but also because I think it was really interesting and it would have been nice to have a take on that because you could be objective because it's not your character. I think that's what it's called anyway, so. All right. Where else are we going? Was working in the fashion industry a great experience? It was a mixed bag. I met some amazing people. I met some really talented people and really creative people. I don't think it's the healthiest thing for young women to be in, just in terms of your self-esteem and like what it does to your brain. But I traveled the world and I learned so much about life and about myself. So I would say on all, when you weigh it all up, it was better than not. If that makes sense. You seem to have a great time on set. Do your families and friends have a favorite character other than you, of course? I don't know that they watch. I know my mom watches, but it's weird for them. It's weird. It's sister, friend, doing things like that. It's all very weird. I have some friends who love it. I will ask. Everyone loves Jamie, though. I mean, it's kind of true. Andy McDowell. Hold on. Andy McDowell tweeted at some point. I think I saw it. I was very jet lagged last night, so I was checking my phone in the middle of the night. Andy McDowell is watching Outlander. That's huge. She's amazing. She's in love with Jamie. So that just goes to show you she's a woman of great taste. Okay. Right. Let's get some new question on. Oops. Has your role changed now that you're a producer on Outlander? No, I wouldn't say so. I think we have a little bit more involvement, minimally. I think we have input in the scripts, which is great. But, I think there's certain things that we can have a bit more input with. But we have such a tightly run ship there anyway. That I think they're doing a good job, so they don't. We're not going to be like drastically changing anything. Okay, let me see. Who is right? Do you think that if Claire would have traveled 200 years in the future until now, she would have the coronavirus cure now? I know she would be on the front lines. Okay, did you have a book that marked an important part of your life? Wuthering Heights, when I was teenager for sure. It was very special to me, and I read it multiple times. So it's a good one. Okay. Ooh, say it with me in Spanish. Chichi something. I don't know. Do you look forward to season 6? Have you begun to read the book yet? Yes, and I think it's great. I really enjoyed reading it, and I am really looking forward to 6. I think there's lots and lots of good stuff coming our way. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Does Eddie have a consistent or favorite babysitter when you travel and no one is at home? We know Sam's been blacklisted. Favorite toy, or at this stage maybe favorite place to sleep? Eddie has a few amazing babysitters. One is Jess, who used to be my makeup artist. Oh, I'm supposed to be typing this. Jess used to be my makeup artist in season 1. And she gets spoiled by her. Or Marnie, who is my costumer, she and Nick really spoil Eddie, and she loves them both. Toys, not so much. She's an old lady. She just likes to sleep and eat. She's not into playing so much anymore. She used to, but hi, Russell. Oh, Russia. Oh, hi. Hi from Russia. Do I speak other languages? Je suis désolée, j'ai parlé un petit peu de français. Si parliamo un poco di italiano. And vi me ob de conching elige akanesh talon jar magenta agam. So it was a bit of French badly, a bit of Italian badly, and a bit of Gaelic badly. What's one food that you cannot absolutely stand, but for no particular reason? Well, I've kind of grown out of it, but as a kid, turnips would just make me want to hurl. I don't think I ever really eat them much now. It's just bad memories of, How would you expect that Outlander would end? It's never going to end. What? Who's the most funny in the crew? We have a lot of very funny people. John Props is very funny. Also, we also sort of call each other by, but Bubbles, as we call him, or Mike, our cameraman, he's quite funny. Camera operator. He's got a proper title. But a lot of the cast, Kyle Reese is very, very funny, but this is crew. So let's see what I'm saying. Sí, hablo un poquito de español, not very well. ¿Dónde estás? Las bar. That's about all I can. Coffee or tea? Coffee, black, strong. Which episode are you most proud of your work? Probably Faith. It's been a few that have really challenged me, and the writing's been really amazing. And I think that's, as a writer or as an actor, you just want good writing, and if you have good writing, it really pushes you and you get to go to places you probably didn't know you could. But it always starts with the writing, and Tony Graffiet made that an incredible script. So yeah, she's a good one. Right. boop. Let's go to the next one. Oh my God. How do I think racism has changed in England since the 1700s? I am not English, and I don't have any experience, being that I am not living there, so I don't think I can answer that one. But I'm sure if you ask somebody who has an experience of it, probably not that much. What am I doing to stay sane during self-isolation? I'm cooking and eating. I think that's been the main things I've been doing as of late. Is there a certain activity that you and Sophie Skelton do together? We yoga together. We go to yoga a lot together. I love that girl. She's awesome. She's a very impressive young woman for her age, and I look up to her a lot. Okay. Send kisses to Marcia and Daniela, who are on the front line in a pediatric ICU. Sending lots of love and gratitude to you guys. Okay, boop, boop, boop. Hola, Brazil. Brazil. Probably the coolest accent. If I had to spend all the quarantine with an Outlander character, which one could it be? It can't... Wait, is there a finish to that? It can't be who? How do I get it back? Okay. I'm going to imagine you're saying it can't be Claire. If I had to spend that much time with somebody... I mean, Claire would be the best time. Let's be honest. She would have all of the best knowledge. She would keep you safe. She would keep you healthy. But if I couldn't hang out with Claire... I was going to say something. I was going to say, well, Galis would have the best drugs. So if you wanted to, like, completely check out, she'd probably be the best person to hang out with. Probably shouldn't say that, but anyway, it's quite funny. What's my favorite poem? I mean, there's Seamus Heaney. It's hard to beat him. He's an Irish poet. And there's a poem that I learned when I was really young. And I think it's called School... I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. But it's beautiful. It's about a young boy who's being told that he's been called out from school because there was a death in the family. And it's really special. It's really beautiful. But I'll just go with that. I don't listen to audiobooks. My mind wanders. I don't have the attention span. I don't know why. It's just something I cannot deal with. What did I do for St. Patrick's? I did nothing. I sat in this apartment being a good citizen, staying well away from people. And I spoke to lots of my friends and family, and that was about it. So, yeah, not a lot going on here. Is it true that you're the one in the cast that keeps everyone in a happy, positive mood each day? I don't know who said that. I would like to think that I do, but I don't think I do. I think I think other people are much jollier than I am around. How is it to record the 4th season? I think we all sort of found the 4th season a little tough. because it was just a different world for our characters, and you sort of felt a little unsure of like what our roles were. Like Claire felt very unmoored. I mean, we always enjoy filming and we always enjoy making our show, but wasn't my favorite season. Although we had some amazing times, actually. All of our friends who came over from Canada, all of the First Nation guys, and that was awesome. Like, to do all of those last few episodes, the last block was really cool. We had some special days. We also had some terrible weather that year. Okay, let me see. Hi, Chile. Chile, I love Chile as well. I got to spend a month there once filming, and I loved it so much. What's my favorite type of outfit to wear in general? You're looking at it. I love sweat. Well, I don't wear sweatpants. I wear sweat shirts and jeans usually. Okay, how long did I study acting? Right, so I did a year in Dublin when I was 18, and then for the first year, 2 years, 3 years I was in LA. I was constantly in classes, so it wasn't quite like being in a university situation, but I was taking classes every week, which I think is important. You kind of have to. Okay, what are some of my favorite TV shows ever? Columbo, the best. Law and Order SVU, sorry. And right now, Succession is so good. Friends was just epic. And Ally McBeal back in the day. I mean, so good. Those are just what are coming to mind right now. Favorite movie ever? Full Metal Jacket is still one that just, I don't know, just scratches a particular itch that I like. It's got this kind of political message, but it's also just, I don't know, it's just incredible filmmaking. But then I also love like Audrey Hepburn movies, and I know it's probably not cool to say anymore, but Manhattan is one of my favorites. Some old Woody Allen films are just, they're great films. So I don't know. Okay. What else we got? I'm just gonna retweet this one. Eyes on the prize, people. It's kind of true, but yeah. Oh, one of my favorite projects of yours is The Beauty Inside. Did you enjoy playing such a different character? Funnily enough, I just saw that director, Drake Doremus, who is amazing, recently. And I loved that. It was so much fun to film. And it was such an amazing experience. And Mary Elizabeth Winstead was like so lovely. And Topher Grace was in it. It was just like a really cool project. But I love the way Drake films, you know, his use of improv and, you know, the way he likes to shoot. It's just really, really fun and interesting. But yeah, it was nice to see him recently. Who's the funniest from the Outlander cast? There's a lot. Lauren's very funny. Kyle Reese is very funny. Duncan is very funny in a very dry way. you know, we all have our moments. I don't know. Somebody keeps asking what's my favorite dessert. Used to be tiramisu. Now it's just chocolate. Just a good dark chocolate with possibly some sea salt and caramel in there too. If I didn't have an acting career, what do you think you'd be doing instead? God, I'm not really skilled at doing anything else, so I don't know. Maybe a journalist, but I don't think I'd be good with the like deadlines. It's a hard job being a journalist. In my dreams I would be, but I don't think I would. I have read Gabriel Garcia Marquez and I loved, but I have not yet read any of Isabel Allende. And my friend Lily was reading one of her novels recently when I saw her, and she was like, you have to read this, so that's going to be a new one. The first thing I'm going to do when you get out of isolation, go on holiday. I haven't had a holiday yet. In a long time. Like 2 years probably. I'm tired. I'm going to get over being tired, but I'm tired. Do I like Roger? Yes, I love Roger. Caitriona. I mean, sometimes he's a little bit, you know, he mansplains things a lot, but that's not Roger's fault. But I love the relationship that him and Claire have. And I love Richard. Richard's great. So, yeah. Stanning Roger. What else we got? How do I keep myself inspired to play the same character for so long? I'm a painter who's known for a look and struggle to try making new things. Is it similar in drama? I think it's always when being creative, you have to balance finding inspiration while also repeating similar, also treading over similar ground. How do I do it? I try and challenge myself to find new things. Or this is weird that I'm like look. I can't actually think and type or write, think and type, talk at the same time. Do I watch The Bachelor? No. Do I love France? Yes, j'adore. J'adore Paris et j'adore la campagne. Je passais beaucoup de temps en France. J'habitais là pour 12 ans, longtemps avant. I hope that all made sense. Have I ever drunk Chilean wine? Yes, I have drunk a lot of Chilean wine, and no, I am not going to sing the Skyboat song. Have I learned any Gaelic words through the Outlander process? And if you have, which? Well, actually, Cleva is one. I mean, I speak Irish Gaelic, which is similar but different. And it's quite interesting because sometimes I'll hear what it used to be. Actually, Dougal used to speak a lot of it, and he had these big passages, and when he would be saying certain stuff, I would recognize certain words, and because there's quite a lot of crossover. But it's sad. I used to be fluent in Irish Gaelic, but you lose it when you don't use it. So that's what happens. What was your first thoughts when you first read about Claire and knew you would have to play this woman? Well, I read the book before I knew I was going to play her. I need somebody to type this for me. And I thought it was so fantastic. Just to entertain yourselves for a second. All right. Okay. What else we got? Somebody's being mean. If you're going to come on and say mean things about how Sam's the best guy for me, don't bother. I'm not interested in hearing it. Have I ever met Colin Farrell? I have. I've met him a few times. The last time I met him was at the Conan O'Brien show, and he is such a lovely man. And yeah, I mean, dream to work with him one day. He's amazing. Have I ever been to Egypt? I have not, and I would love to go. I have been to a couple of other countries in North Africa. I've been to Morocco and I've been to Tunisia, but I've never been to Egypt, and I would love to. So it's going to be on the travel list whenever we all get to travel again. Oh, thank you. Somebody being nice. How do you like your first experience with Instagram Live? I think I would probably like it better if I was just doing one or the other. I think trying to do both at the same time is probably not the best idea. I didn't think it through very well. How do you guys like my first Instagram Live? That's the question. Yeah. Do I play an instrument? Yes, I play the accordion, the tin whistle, and I think that's kind of it. I was given a cello as a gift, and part of my plan this quarantine is to actually start learning how to play the cello. So if anyone's got advice, send it my way. Which Claire scene did you find particularly sad and heartbreaking to shoot? Obviously saying goodbye to Jamie. I think it was the end of season 2. And Faith. How do I practice my English accent? Luckily I don't have to anymore. Not for Claire. I think it just sort of comes naturally. I grew up watching a lot of British TV. I did quite a lot of work on it in the beginning. And it's sort of second nature now. When I had to do the Birmingham accent, sort of a light Brummy accent for Ford versus Ferrari, that I had to do a lot of dialect work with that, because that's a tough one, but I hope it did okay. I don't know. What did I think about the Sassenach whiskey? It's delicious. It's really good. Boy has done well. And in fact, let's tell him. Hi, Costa Rica. Do I share Claire's interest in herbology? Sorta, yeah, definitely. I mean, I wish I knew more. I love cooking with herbs. I take lots of sort of homeopathic and natural supplements as much as I can. I try not to take medicine unless I need it properly. So yeah, she's been a real inspiration in that way to me as well. And I'm lucky because Scotland has such a great tradition of naturopathy, and there's great stores that have all the vitamins and herbs and stuff here, so it's good. All right. Do I have any movie projects in the works? I've got some things that we're working on developing. There's nothing concrete yet, but there's one or two things that if we get to do something with it, I'm very excited about it. Obviously, there's a 10-month period of shooting Outlander that comes first. So, yeah, we'll see what happens after that. Ooh, I'm not very good at this. Do I have a pet? I do. Hi, Julie573. Her name is Eddie. She is a 16-year-old cat, and she is my ride or die. She's my homie. So she's amazing. And is it hard or easy for you to memorize lines? I find it easy. It's about the only thing I'm good at. It's a muscle memory though. So once you sort of get the knack of it, it sort of then comes quite easy to you. I was quite proud actually. I think when you're on TV, you learn it so much quicker and you're so much more used to doing it. And on the film that I did last year, we had to rewrite a scene, and I got the new pages probably like an hour before we were filming. And it was great because it just was there. And I was like, ooh, I can do this. This is great. Let me see. I just talked with Sophie Skelton today, and I spoke with Kyle Reese. I was texting with Sam today. I was texting with Lauren Lyle before. I think it was yesterday maybe. So yeah, we all keep in touch. I was emailing with Duncan the other day. So we're like a tight crew. We all look out for each other, and I think everyone was trying to make sure that everyone was okay and getting to the places they needed to be and all those things. Let me see. 5 minutes left, guys. Oh, that went fast. What do you like about doing movies versus television? It's so much easier. It's shorter, and you have one script and lots more time to film it. And I love there's something about, I mean, there's a difference, right? There's something about being able to spend so much time with one character and really get to develop it. But then there's also something really beautiful about a bookended story where you get like that beginning, middle, and end within a very concise period of time. And it's a real skill to be able to tell a story in that short of time. And I think it's such a beautiful thing. And I love watching movies. So my first concert, it's embarrassing. I'm going to answer it though. It was East 17, which were like a boy band, a British boy band. And I was probably 15 years old. But I quickly moved to being into grunge right after. But yeah, I did. I think I was 14. I'm going to go with I was 14. Okay. What characters do I love in a human? Empathy. I think it's really important to have the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand that everyone is going through some kind of challenge or finding life hard, and no matter what it looks like from the outside, we all have our problems. And I think the ability to be able to understand that and to not, make people, because they don't look like you or they don't sound like you, somehow make them less important. And I think this thing of like, we've all become very tribal and we try and other different people, but like, we're all the same and it doesn't matter. And I think we need to be really, really careful about where we're going in this world at this moment, and realize that we're all interconnected, and it matters how you treat other people, because one day you may be on the receiving end of someone who treats you that way and you wouldn't like it. So that's my little rant on that. Anyway, nice question. Thank you. Sorry, I go on these rants. Working with Sam Hewen for the past 6 going on 7 years, what are some things that have remained the same? That we definitely have each other's backs and we've remained really good friends. We're the only 2 people who have had this unique experience that can understand, and I think it's really important that we are always there for each other. And it's been great having that friendship. It's been absolutely just so invaluable. So that's what I say. All right, guys, 2 minutes. Okay, who's going to be the last question on Insta and then the last question on Twitter? Right. Come on. I'm not singing the Skyboat song. Someone's very persistent about that. Oh my goodness. Did you get starstruck with anyone other than Tom Hanks at the Oscars? Yeah. I'm trying to think of who right now. I just spent the whole night pretty much. It was bananas. It was amazing. But I can't think of exactly a name right now. Probably Billie Eilish, actually. What an amazing young woman. Like, to have accomplished all of that at her age, it's pretty insane. I am just super impressed by her. When is the first time you get to see the episodes? It varies. It used to be whenever I would do the voiceovers, but as we have less and less of those, I don't really get them now. So now it's usually when they're locked, and sometimes even when the journalists have seen them, we don't see them till then. So, yeah, but I have most of them now. Sorry, I should have written that instead of said it. Okay. Leave us with a positive message. Okay, people, this is a tough time for everyone. But we can get through it with kindness and generosity, and thinking of the we instead of the me. And come out the other side with grace.